Last season, I had so many amazing people pull up on me. Mark Edmonds, DJ TGIF, Decky Lawson, King Bump, Albany Lou, Bobby Murray, and so many more. This season, I promise you, it's going to be just as interesting, so do the right thing. Pull up a chair at the Bar with Beast, Season 2. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of At the Bar with Beast. Yo, I'm here with my guy, Pooh Man.
My guy, shout out to my guy Beast, man.
Yo, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. Yo, I already know that a lot of y'all don't know what you should know. All right.
I mean,
no, I know they gonna watch this and they gonna find out some stuff they should know that they didn't know they know. I know we up here in Little Albany and all of that, but I've been around a little bit, and you're one of the nicest basketball players I've seen in this state.
Wow.
Nah, bro, like when I talk about you, when I talk to my guys in the city that I know don't know you. When I compare you, I talk about like the Damos, the Gary Irvins, the Irv Walkers. Like, you're in that. I've watched all those guys play in person. Like, you're in that realm. Even as they got older, I got to watch them, and I got to watch you as you got older, bro. Like,
that means a lot,
bro.
That means a lot because I know you know basketball, and I know you've been around.
You one of those guys.
Wow, that means a lot, bro.
Like, that's why I went on. The Basketball Heads do post, no, you need to interview Lloyd Johnson. Like, he's one of them guys.
Wow.
But I know a lot of people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I consider you the son of Albany. The reason why I say that is because I know how big of a person and a personality and how much love this city had for your dad.
Yeah.
And when your dad passed, you got a lot of like adopted uncles and you know what I mean? So that's why I consider you like the son of Albany because, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and you know, that was like big ups to my pops too because he brought me around when I was little. So I was always around the Pop, the Mark Seniors, the Flays, the Elevations, the DJs, you know, 6ix9ine. So all of those guys, you know, the Jamel Tarvers, rest in peace, Jamel Tarver, those guys. So, you know, that's kind of like big ups to my pops too, you know.
Copy. While we there, let's stay there for a second, man. Tell us about your pops. Tell us who he was to you and to the community, man. Let's talk about it.
You know, little kid, young kid, loving ball. And then you have a father that plays ball who was actually pretty good, and coming up watching him, you know, that's kind of how I fell in love with basketball because even though I played, it really wasn't my favorite sport.
Got you.
I always loved baseball. Baseball was me.
Because that was your thing?
That was me. 4th, 5th, 6th grade, 7th grade, baseball was everything.
Got you.
But starting to go to the courts with my father, seeing him play, I'm like, oh, he's good. You know what I mean? I seen the love that he got. I see everybody always wanted to pick him on their team. So that's, you know, him bringing me to the park really pushed me to be like, you know, basketball was it for me. So, you know, that's just who he was, man. He was very laid back, you know, always about his business, best person to be around. I know a lot of people say that about their parents, and, you know, rightfully so, but that's who he was, man.
No, there's a lot of people that don't say that about their parents. You know what
I mean, you know, you hear it.
No. People love their parents, but not the best person to be around.
Best
not a
person,
cool
man.
guy.
Cool guy.
Nah. Funny thing, like it actually took me a minute to recollect. You know what I mean? And it took just the right picture posted of him at the right angle, and I'm like, yo, I remember Big Lloyd. Yo, I remember him. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was around. Like I literally lived on the corner of Lark and Dana, which is right behind the boys' club.
Oh wow!
All right, that's
we was there every Sunday.
You understand what I'm saying? So I was there. I was around
every Sunday.
Yeah, that's why you see like those older guys are familiar with me. They know who I am from my first time here when I was 17-year-old knucklehead.
I remember you saying like North Albany too, like.
Yeah. My aunt still owns the house on Pearl Street. It's right across the street from the old homestead. I think she painted it like burgundy or something.
The old nursing home.
The old nursing home.
It's homes now. It's
okay.
Apartments now.
Okay.
And she
directly across the street from that. Like, it's a burgundy house.
Is it like a It's like a lot in between her.
Yeah, she got the driveway. She be having cars there, all stupid, all crazy.
Wow,
sometimes. That's my aunt.
Wow.
And my cousin lives there. Like, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't fault me.
I lived in that house when I moved up here, and eventually my mother moved up here. And when my mother moved up here, she got an apartment in the house that's like 4 houses over.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the little like cream color house, like the orange trimming, but it's like an apartment building. It's like
in North Albany.
Yeah, right there on Pearl Street. Now that house is right across, it's the same block, just closer to North Second, right across the street from the church now.
The Big Hill. Across the street from the right next to the Big Hill.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I grew up right there on Pearl Street between North First and North Second, man. I got there at like 16 years old, and I was there till about 18.
Look at this, at the bar with beef. Now I'm asking you questions. Come on, man.
Yo, so I had a question, but you answered it for me already. Baseball, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was your other sport.
Baseball, man. That was my sport. That was my sport, bro. Pitcher, shortstop. That was it. You know, like we played baseball coming up, but once you get to like high school, around the way, don't nobody play no more.
Facts.
Yeah, so it kind of like dies out. You know what I mean? But baseball still.
Yeah, I want to say the same type of thing happened in my neighborhood. Like everybody played baseball in elementary school. In fact, the janitor at the school, Mr. Roche, he had the baseball team.
See what I'm saying?
So, yeah.
Like our culture, it ain't really popular once you get older.
Once you get older.
It's football and basketball.
Indeed.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
When did you first start playing competitive basketball?
I mean, I played when I was younger. I like 4th grade. I remember I went to Giffen. So in 4th grade, I was playing like on the 6th grade team.
Okay.
I played. I just wasn't like serious about it. I always played AYB, 6th grade team, 8th grade team. It wasn't until like even at high school I played.
Tell me about high school. You went to the high.
Yeah. I was a knucklehead.
Who was your coach there?
I was a knucklehead.
Still at Lions?
Lions was there my freshman year. Lions was there my freshman year, but then I was Doug Obrey.
Copy.
Yeah. A baseball guy.
But you said you was a knucklehead?
Knucklehead, man. Jipping class, missing classes, leaving school, doing knucklehead stuff. Smartest kid, but just doing knucklehead stuff.
So how many years did you actually play?
1.
Played 1 in high school. Was that your junior year?
My junior year, and I played in the whole year. He kind of sat me down the whole year. I ended up playing like the last 4 games of the regular season, and then I played playoffs. So I only played like 8 games, 7 games.
Well, you got more than me.
I think I played 7 games.
I think I got 2 before I quit at the away game. I quit at the Schenectady game.
Yeah, my 10th grade year, I quit. He wasn't playing me. I'm like, man, I'm better than everybody on the court. He didn't play me. Halftime, I just got dressed and went and sat in the stand. So the next year I tried out, and I made it again. So the whole year was like a punishment.
Copy.
You know what I mean?
You for quitting.
And I just stuck to it. And somebody got ineligible. And I ended up playing against like him again. I think I had like 30. So from that point on, he was just like, Lloyd. Got right in the starting lineup. It was crazy.
What happened your senior year?
Knucklehead
stuff.
Too many absences. Changed the rule on me, so I was ineligible. Normally you miss like the first 4 games. I was ineligible. Tried to fight it, they was like no. So, yeah.
Was that your party days?
Party.
Because I only asked that because
some of everything.
There is a large plethora.
Oh yeah.
Of pictures of your party days. Yeah.
Bro, I was in a lot, man. It was good memories, but it was doing bad stuff, man.
Copy.
Knucklehead stuff. But you know, everybody have their time. You know.
Heard you.
My man said the party pictures.
There, you got mad party pictures. You, Twig,
oh man,
Marky,
we was everywhere.
Bots.
We was everywhere, man. We was everywhere, man.
I think y'all was going to stuff out of town. Y'all was
What?
in New Paltz, all kind of
We
places.
was doing everything. We was in sneakies, 17 years old. We didn't care,
Wow.
man. We was having fun. Yeah, I was doing crazy stuff, man. In the females early, man. Chasing females, man.
Copy. That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do
I
it.
try to tell these kids now, like, that is absolutely one of the things that will derail your dream.
Yeah.
Before we leave the Albany High topic, I want to talk about a guy that played there that people always bring up and talk about amongst us, but again, is a name that they're not gonna know. Cal's Brace.
Markel Brace.
Yo.
The most unguardable one-on-one player I've ever seen. That I've seen in person. I mean, I seen Kyrie play in person. He's unguardable.
But, no, I understand what you're saying.
But Cal's
unguardable.
Not possible. Just like too big, too strong. Not possible.
They had to get him to come out one Sunday morning.
Yeah,
man.
Cal was different, man. Cal went from sitting the bench on JV, 10th grade, to starting on varsity, 11th grade, over a summer. Work.
Just putting in the work.
That's
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's back in my day. Kabir was like that.
Kabir was nice.
It was like he was overlooked and maybe not even that good yet, and then put that work in and came back an assassin.
Kabir was nice.
Kabir came back assassin.
Kabir was
tell you,
nice.
I remember nights of Kabir and Darrell Wimberly up in that park in North Albany across the street from School 20 doing full court one-on-ones, practicing the same move 100 times.
That's crazy.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Like,
Kabir was nice. Kabir was different. That's a fact. I remember those guys. I was young, a few years older than I am, but I remember watching them in the Linos and the Cools. Yeah.
That's the Albany High team I was on.
Really?
I was a senior and Cool was a sophomore. Cool and DeMar Shepard was the starting guards. I came off the bench at the 3 to Eddie Taylor.
Oh, wow. See, I don't know what Eddie Taylor was.
Yeah, Eddie Taylor was all right. He was tough, baseline assassin. Also coming off the bench with me was Tyreek Tunstall.
Oh, Tyreek the guard.
Also coming off the bench with me was Phil Williams.
Phil was all right.
I think our starting center was DJ Willow.
Willow.
Like he's still a DJ right now. LaJuan Barnes, I think his name is, something like that. He part of the upstate heavyweights. Like
I probably have to see it.
We ended up getting my cousin Messiah was on that team. We ended up getting Mike Bland and Tyrone Mathis late in the season because the football team did well that year. So they came over from the football team.
I heard Mike Bland was all right in high school.
Mike Bland he was tough. He was physical, Ben Wallace type. Like physical, smart, understood the game, knew where to be. Not going to make a lot of mistakes because he's not going to do a lot of stuff outside of what he could do. Nah, Mike Bland was a solid player. In front of him. So, how'd you end up at Schenectady Community?
Actually, Obrey and my mom. My mom like, man, you gonna do something. So, like,
shout out to that.
Yeah, my mom. Shout out to Nadine, man. She's like the GOAT. But I think my coach called her, and it was like they had like an open gym at SEC, and then Nick Dean was the coach there at the time. That's my guy. Coach Nick, if you watch this, my guy, man. And I went there. He took me there. Obrey took me there. Playing against the guys from the team from last year. Smoking. Coach, get them signed up. And my mother, they called my mom. My mom, like, she went and did all the paperwork.
Copy.
The next day. Next thing I know, I'm going to SEC. I'm like, yo, how am I get out here on a bus, whatever? She ended up getting me a car. I even had my license at the time. I had a permit. I'm driving to school every day with a permit. She was like, you going to do something. So I ended up having like a red, like a hoopty. She got, and that's how that happened, man. And shout out to my mom again for that, now that I think about it.
Nah, listen. Losing both parents, even before I lost them, I didn't really have that support. So when I see it, I admire it.
Yeah.
And the support that your mother and your sister and your brother and them have for you is amazing to see.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They gonna come for you.
I appreciate
They gonna
it.
come out.
It's like that, all of us, man.
Yeah.
We big on family. You know
Nah,
what I
y'all
mean?
are. Y'all
big
support
on
each
family.
other. Y'all hold each other down.
That's
I
a
respect
fact.
it. So did you play there? What was that? What was?
Yeah, I did play. I played half a year. I played half a season. Still doing knucklehead stuff. You know, it took a while for me to really grasp, you know, discipline and, you know, really pursuing what I love, but still doing knucklehead stuff. But I had some great games.
Yeah, that's what. Did you know how good you were? Not even no.
Not really. I mean, I knew I could play. I knew I was good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until like a couple years after that where, like, after my father passed, I didn't play for a while and I started playing again. And then I kind of started to see, like, start playing against all these different players. And I'm like, damn, they got big names. I'm doing my, you know what I mean? I'm doing my
So what's
thing.
that, like a tournament stuff?
Tournaments, going out of town, playing against
Yeah.
different people, you know what I mean, who's supposed to be super nice, and I'm holding my own, you know what I mean? DK, going up the DK thing, up in Utica, his pro-am, playing against them cute guys. I'm like, huh? And then, you know, start clicking. I'm like, all right. And I started practicing with the old patroons when Michael Ray Richardson was the coach. Once I start practicing with them, and then I'm like, okay. It start clicking. You know what I mean? Like, okay. So then I started pursuing it, man. I started working out, and, you know what I mean? Going to different tryouts, and then before you know it.
What was that first? You was on the Legends? What was that, the Albany Legends?
Yeah, Albany Legends. I tried out for the Albany Legends, which was crazy.
Was that your first time trying out for a pro situation?
A pro situation like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did like a couple like rinky-dinky stuff.
Copy. Yeah.
Something like on that level. Yeah, where it was like former NBA players, and yeah, that was my first. I'm like, yo, it's crazy.
Tell me about your time there.
Oh man, them 2 a days is just like, and it ain't like no. Your first one is 2 hours. No, your first one is like 3.5 hours.
Full practice.
Full practice, conditioning, and you go home. You get to eat a little bit, rest, and you gotta be right back at it. For like the late practice was more so like scrimmaging.
Copy.
So you there 2 hours scrimmaging, cook. But I learned a lot. Kenny Satterfield, man. Shout out to K-Sat. Shout out to K-Sat. He taught me a lot, man.
Man, I ran into K-Sat when I thought he had to be over the hill. I'm like, yo, it was a Hoops in the Sun game, but it was indoor because it was raining. And I was playing with my man Sean Brosey. I had special effects on my team. I had Circus on my team. I had Mike Glover on my team.
Ooh.
And we playing K-Sat. So I'm thinking like, yo, we ain't about to lose to K-Sat. He got to be 50 by now.
What? K-Sat was the truth, man.
Satellite still shot the lights out the ball, man.
He just made plays happen, man. He used to see something. Like, damn, how the hell you see that? So I used to just watch him. I mean, we competed every practice, but I used to just watch him, man. He made basketball very simple. You know what I mean? So I took a lot from him. The DeAndre Thomases, Chicago, went to Indiana. Gordon Claber. We had Damon Morris, tough. We had a really, really good squad. Tate, what's his first name? He went to Cincinnati too. He from Ohio. Jermaine Tate, I think his name is. Big dude. He was really good. We had a solid squad. I think Ray ended up playing with us that year too for a little while. So that was like probably the best experience. You know what I mean? Young guy on the team.
You ended up scoring 1,000 points over there?
The Legends, I got 2,000.
2,000?
Yeah, I'm the only one with over 2,000.
So you the all-time leading scorer?
All-time leader in everything.
Not in everything.
Every category. Besides rebounding. Every other category I got.
That's fine. You end up going overseas?
Yeah, I went to Italy.
Right after, was that after the Legends?
My second or third year from the Legends, I ended up going over there. That was different.
So we was having a brief conversation in the park one day, and everybody think like that's the simple answer. Oh, you don't make the NBA? Well, just go overseas. they don't even understand what it take, what it's like, how it is to be away from everything. Like, they have no clue what it's about. Like, talk to us about it, man.
Oh man, yeah. Like I tell kids all the time, like, you know, absolutely, if that's something you want to do, you just don't gotta pursue it. Not only pursue it physically and have your game, you gotta be mentally prepared for it, because it's a whole cultural shock. You know what I mean? It's not like you on a bus ride where you can, you know what I mean? You get homesick, you can just get on the bus, or, you know what I mean, come home. You 10 hours away on a plane. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta be definitely prepared mentally, and you're in a country where nobody speaks your language.
Facts.
The food is different.
Facts.
The way of living is different.
Like he said, he went to Italy. Don't think, I eat Italian food,
no,
fam. They food completely different than this American Italian food. It's a whole different.
Like, real Italian food is completely different. Completely. It's good, but
it's different, though.
It's just different. Like, you know, and you do that, like, basketball is actually your job now. So you have to learn to still love it, but still understand, like, it's business now, you know what I mean? So you really don't have no time to mess up. You don't really have that wiggle room where you can have bad games and think it's okay. Like, nah, like, this is my job now. Like, if you mess up at work, you get written up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's definitely something, if you want to pursue it, I'm behind you all the way, but don't think like it's just an easy transition, easy jump, like just a backup plan.
Facts.
It's the same thing as making it to the league.
Facts. Shout out to Jamel Hood Jr. over there trying to get to it.
Yeah.
But how long was you in Italy?
I was just there for a season.
Okay.
I was there for a season. I got asked to come back, but I chose to stay home and go back to work. It was a cultural shock for me, and at the time I was just like, I'm just being honest, I was just like, you know, I fulfilled a dream you know what I mean? I fulfilled it. You know what I mean? I could have went back, but
and like you were saying, like we said at the start of this, you came from a close knit family, so to even just be that much and that far away from your family where they can't even come support you, that's tough.
Yeah, and you know, if I had to do it over again, honestly, I probably would go back and do it all over again, because who knows what could have came from it, but I'm fully content with that decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fulfilled my dream. It was good.
Good money?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He said, hell yeah.
It's good bread, man.
That,
you know what I mean? Good bread. You eat for free. You live for free. I mean, overall, it's one of the dopest experiences ever. But, you know, just for me personally, I did what I wanted to do, you know?
Heard you. I got a question for you, man.
I feel like this is like one of those, like, really?
No.
All right.
Who the ice cream man?
Oh, man. The ice cream man. Yo, I got that name. I was in Harlem, man. Chuck. Shout out to Chuck, man. Juices Forever. He took us down to playing a game. I forgot what park we was. We was in a little park, though. It was like right behind the building, apartment building. Some projects. Little park. I forget the name. Boy, it was a great game, though. It came down to the wire. I don't know how much I had. I know I had about like 30-something, 40. But I hit the game winner. They all start calling me ice cream. During the game, they was calling me ice cream. I was hitting shots. It was like, yo, ice cream, ice cream. Yo, right at the game winner, right at the buzzer from deep. Off an inbound. It was like 1 second left. I caught and just turned and shot it. And ice cream. Bugging. Ever since that day. He said, yo, Chuck said, yo, Pooh, they still call you ice cream. Till this day. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I heard that name in the whisper.
Yeah, the ice cream, man. They call me ice cream. I like that one, though. I like that one.
So, when I first came back to Albany, you was assistant coaching over there at Green Tech with Uncle Jamel Hood.
Yeah, great experience.
Tell me about that. How was that over there on that coaching staff?
It was, to be honest, bro, it was great. It was great. You know, it's all of my childhood friends I grew up with, you know what I mean? With Hood, who put something together, with all the kids that we watch grow up, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely challenging because them dudes was crazy. Yo, them young boys was nuts, man. But it was fun. It was fun. You know what I mean? We had a ton of fun, ton of teaching. We had our ups and downs, but it happens. But overall, it was great.
How long was you part of that?
I think I coached there 2 years. 3. We won the state chip. We lost in the finals of the AA. We lost in the finals, sectionals. Then we won the state title. And then we lost in the finals the 3rd year. We lost to Gilder one, I think. No, that was the semis. But it was fun though, man. To be a part of something like that, you know, I learned from Derek Rowland, my coach. Championship, yeah. Shout out to D-Row. Championships you're gonna remember forever. No matter what happened, you do in your life, you always gonna remember championships. No matter what. And you know, we won the state chip. Jamel Hood, first black coach, AA to win the state chip.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Hood, man.
Word, big shout out. Then I turn around. Yeah, that's how it was going for me, man. I'm like, yo, Pooh, don't sit there. I turned around and you was on the patrols.
Yeah. D-Row got me out, man. Shout out to D-Row, man. That's my guy. What up, Doc?
Cool guy.
Yeah,
He's
that's
cool
my
guy. Like,
man.
I'll never see him lose his cool. I mean,
That's my guy.
He may have, but he always seemed like, he always seemed like, you know?
I seen him blow a fuse or two. I seen him blow a
copy.
fuse or two. But yeah, man, he got me out. Come on, man, you still got it in your. You still got something in your tank. I was working at Ash, school district.
Copy.
It's like, come on. Like, I ain't want to, cause I'm leaving a good job to go play ball.
Yeah.
But I don't regret it. I love that I made that choice, cause I met some people along the way that I'm close with forever. You know what I mean?
Copy.
So, you know.
53? Was it 53?
Yeah, 53, man.
Yeah, big 53.
Coming off an injury, too. I was still injured.
Yeah.
Still injured. I never... All right, here's a secret. I never played... My last 2 years with the platoon, I was never, ever in shape. Never.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember. One time at halftime, I came to you and met you coming out the tunnel. I'm like, yo, Pooh, you all right? You got some last night?
Yeah.
What we doing out here?
I was never in shape, bro. I was never in shape. I was just out there.
I'm like, yo, Pooh, what are we doing out here?
Yeah, second year, I think I was leading the league in scoring. Yeah. I was never in shape.
Just off the couch.
Just off the couch, man. I was going to, don't nobody. All right, I was playing poker. Going straight to the game from the poker game. I was at the poker game overnight. Go straight to the game. Scored 30, 25. I broke the 53-point game.
No,
I was playing poker.
That wasn't a poker, man.
What? I was playing poker for like 26 hours. And went straight to the game. No sleep.
53.
No sleep, please.
So, your 53 was the high.
And I sat out the last 5 minutes.
The 53 was the high at one point. And then it got beat.
Eddie, my man.
By Eddie.
2 free throws.
I don't count his.
Why? It count.
No, it don't.
It count. 55 is 55, man.
Listen, phenomenal player, cool guy,
Yeah.
roll it up. I know what you're doing. Wherever he's at
Yeah.
right now, he got
Shout
it
out
rolled
to
up.
Ed,
You ain't got to
man.
worry about that.
Edwin Uberlees, man.
Yep. I believe if you believe.
That's a fact. He got his free throws at the end.
Nah, that's not why I said I don't count it. I don't count it because he didn't even play a full team. They picked people up out the stands for that game.
And I didn't play that game.
Speaking of getting picked up out the stands, wasn't there a situation?
Kels and I.
You and Kels.
Yeah, yup. Kels and I, we did that before. Yep.
Yeah, tell me about it. What was that like?
Crazy. That's when they had like TJ Thompson, Jamario Moon. I think they had Big Strick too that passed away. I think he was on that team. Rest in peace, Strick.
Yeah, Strick, the one that said finish your breakfast.
Yeah.
That's where that line came from.
That's
Big John Strick.
That's
AKA franchise.
Yeah, they was tough.
Yeah, I told you I know this basketball stuff.
You do. they beat us by like 50 though. Yeah, so I don't want to do that again. They beat us by like 50, man.
But that night was the same thing.
Yeah.
Ed and them beat that team that picked up people out the stands. No, let me rephrase. They didn't pick up people out the stands. Let me be honest. They had a tryout earlier that day, so they knew the team was showing up depleted.
Yep. The New York team.
Yep, the New York team, and
Yeah.
they ended up beating them by like 50.
Yeah, I was sitting out that game too, so that 55 probably don't count.
Yeah, that got a little. That's see
Yeah,
now you see
because
what
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
even play that game.
Now
man.
you see what I'm saying. Got a little asterisk
Yeah,
next to that.
it might have.
But
an
shout out
asterisk.
to Ed.
Shout out to Ed, man.
Yeah.
Anybody else, I'll be tight. Anybody
he
else,
a
I'd
good
have been
dude.
tight. Yeah.
So before we stop talking about that, no shots at nobody, but tell me about the financial situation over there, the Patron situation.
It's cool, bro.
Cool with that?
Yeah, I mean everybody don't make the same amount.
As you should.
Yeah, so if you one of those players who, make a few $1,000s a month, you one of those guys. But I think the money went up when I was there. The most you can make is like $5,000 a month.
Yeah,
6,000.
I read. I looked it up. And not even because of this interview. I had looked it up just because, I still follow Patroons. I got a Patroons t-shirt upstairs.
Yeah.
And you got me following them. Like I
think the money went up.
Yeah, it did.
I think it went up.
It went up. The league expanded, as we spoke about off camera before. The league expanded. The money went up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for me, it was.
They actually just sold the Patroons.
Yeah, new ownership happened. Yeah. For me, it was, not like a no-brainer, but kind of like an easy decision to make a few $1,000s to play ball, and I'm home. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'll take it.
Heard you. All the while, because Pooh don't sit down.
I don't.
You had the basketball camp going over at Hoffman Park, right?
That was a summer job.
Summer youth,
Yeah,
job,
that was
like
a
not
summer-
summer youth, but summer job,
Yeah,
summer
youth.
camp.
Yeah, I was doing that. I was working Equinox, still playing. Can't sit down, man.
Yeah,
Can't sit
had the
down,
summer
man.
camp going.
Can't sit down, man.
All right, now we're gonna get back. We're gonna get into some memories, man. We're gonna get into some memories, man. Let's talk about the JK days, man. The years of the JK, man.
The best tournament ever, man.
Talk about it.
I mean, it's a toss up. Summer Love was really dope as a kid, but JK was just special. So too many great players. Too many great players, dope players, known players. I think I got a lot of those chips though.
Yeah, let's talk. I mean,
I got a lot of chips.
JK chips you recall?
I know off the top of my head, I have 8 MVPs for sure. I think I got like 10 chips. On 10 championships. I got 8 MVPs.
8 MVPs for certain.
For certain.
Copy.
8 MVPs.
So you might be Mr. JK. That's what you're telling me?
Nah, Dev.
And shout out to my guy Dev D's,
man.
That was the first name that got thrown to me. So I moved to North Albany. My man who live up there, Jamel, he tell me, yo, the park right behind your house.
Yeah.
Okay, say that. To the beginning, I'm coming through my backyard, through my gate, right through the alleyway, up through the trees, right into the park. So I'm over there playing. I'm playing with the guys, and I just keep hearing them say stuff like, "Oh, he wouldn't do that to Dev. Oh, watch, we gonna get Dev. Oh, Dev gonna kill him."
I can imagine how
And
it
I'm
was
listening,
back
I'm
then.
hearing it, right? But like I said, I'm 16, 17, knucklehead from New York. I don't care who you go get. Go get Jesus. You can't do it though. How about that?
I think Twins was out there too.
Twigs was a baby though.
Okay.
Not a baby, but Twigs was a young guy. I knew Twigs.
Yeah,
Twigs remember me from back then. Twigs was a young guy. So Troy had put a team together out there in North Albany.
Troy Turner?
Yep.
Oh,
Troy
Mr.
put a
T.
team together.
Shout out
And
to
like
Troy.
Mountain and them was assistant coaches. Corey.
Anderson?
No.
Dates. Okay, Dates. Yep.
Corey Dates was one of the assistant coaches of that team. It's like me, Darrell Wimberly, Devon Wimberly. Like I said, my man Mel. We had Big Rah-Rah that's related to Pork Chop and them.
Yeah,
like,
I know Big Rah-Rah. He was a
big kid.
body.
Yeah, big body. Like that's who I'm banging against. Me and
big
Rah-Rah going
body.
at it. So now we had a nice little squad. And like
You
I
said
said,
Dev was on that team?
Nah, Dev ain't play with us. Dev was above us. Dev was above that. But like I said, that was all I could hear. Like everybody, Dev. So then I ended up going up to the boys club when the boys club was up the hill. Yeah, I'm from that North Albany.
Oh, yeah, you from that North
Yeah,
Albany.
I'm from that North Albany with
I
the
remember
project
in
with
the
the wooden
middle.
fences.
Yeah. I remember those projects. Crazy, I used to run through them projects, kid. I remember when they knocked them down.
Yeah, I wasn't here. I left and came back to
I remember they
the
knocked
housing
those projects
complex.
down.
I'm like, that ain't even a project no more. That's a housing.
Oh, yeah, that's just...
Yeah. But yeah, I went up to the boys club, ran into Dev D's, and...
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
6'6", 6'7", point guard, spin move, crazy, shuffle pass with even hand off the spin. Nah, like his ball control, stupid.
That was crazy.
Nah, that was the truth. But Darrell Wimberly was nice too, and people don't remember that. Like Darrell Wimberly handle was crazy, left hand going through his legs, crazy, backwards, forwards, backwards. Like that's who got Kabir nice. Kabir will tell you that. All right, next time you talk to Kabir, ask him.
Yo, bro, Dev D's was different.
But nah, Dev D's was special.
They used to have the men's league at the new courts, and it used to be my cousin Smooth had a team, Smooth Alliance. I'm like 14.
Played for Smooth Alliance.
14. So like, I remember they had Dev and Soup. R.P. Soup, man.
Rest in peace to Soup.
Oh my God, Magic.
Nah, Vest was crazy.
Magic. He was crazy. Him and Dev, they both 6'5", 6'6", point guards.
Vest got the high shoulders.
Yeah, just
yo. Nah.
I'm like, what? And they had them two, and then just a bunch of hood dudes, and they was winning everything.
Nah.
I didn't get a chance to see Dev in high school. He's a little older than I am, but I saw some tapes. And boy,
like I got here, I want to say I got here the year he left.
Mm-hmm.
Like he went prep, I think.
I think he did. He did go prep.
I think he went prep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the year I got here. That's the team I got cut from. So my first year trying to Albany High, the team I got cut from was Milton the Cop.
Okay.
Terrell Merritt.
Okay.
Dink.
Oh,
Sam
wow.
Surgic.
Oh, that was a good team.
Okay.
That was a good team. That was a good team. Because Dink was all right back in the day.
But Lions said he cut me because he looked and he seen that I wasn't going to be eligible because of my grades because I just transferred there.
Oh, wow.
So he seen grade-wise I wasn't going to be.
Lions.
But he might have been lying.
Yeah, he could have been lying.
Yeah, but I respected it because, like you said, that team was loaded. I'm not from here. I respect it.
That team was loaded. Just them names
but,
alone.
Like I said, the next year when I came and he took me, he was like, "No, I was going to take you last year, but I looked at your grades and you wasn't going."
I didn't even know you went to Albany High.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
That's crazy. I've been knowing you for all these years, and I just found out you went to Albany High. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what?
Yeah, I went to the high, man.
Wow. So you're an Albanian then, bro?
I am. I have a 22-year-old son born and raised here.
Yeah, you're Albanian.
Out of my 3 sons, 2 of them born in Albany.
Yeah, you're Albanian.
Yeah, I'm an Albany. I'm a 518 kid.
You 518, man. You 518, man.
Then because Pooh still doesn't sit down, right? We're not gonna get away from that. That's gonna be a reoccurring theme.
Wow.
I look up again, and you on TV, fam. You on ESPN playing in the TBT, man.
Yeah, that was great.
Talk to me about
that.
That
was great.
The TBT experience.
That was great, man. That was like, I mean, that was the closest thing to professional press. I mean, when I played overseas, the press was very, press conferences and stuff. Yeah. But that was like camera following you after the game.
The media is different.
Yeah, they in the locker room, like you press conferences after the game.
Yeah.
Halftime, you doing interviews.
Yeah,
like,
if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready.
You don't gotta get ready. But I was on the team full of some dogs.
So let's back up some. How did you get on the team in the TBT?
One of the organizers knew about me, who I was, and one of their players had like canceled out or backed out or something, and I was literally like last minute
replacement.
Literally. He called me the day that they were leaving to go to Chicago.
Heard you.
Like, they were leaving that morning. He called me that night.
Yeah.
He called me that night, like, yo, if you want to go.
You leave in the morning.
I'm like, man, I'm out. I called my job when I was on the road, like, yo, I ain't going to be in for the next couple days. I just got in one of the best decisions I made. I just got in the car. I was like, yo, I'm going. Ended up being, like, one of the top players on the team.
Absolutely.
Or some dogs.
Yeah.
Some dogs. NBA players. My man Jake was on that team. James Thomas.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jake. Cheeks. Shout out to Cheeks.
No, I watched Jake. I watched him in high school.
Jake.
In fact, the game that I quit, that's who we were playing. We were playing at Connect, and I quit at halftime. Who was the JV coach? Was it DeRizzo?
I don't know back then.
Yeah, yo, open the locker room, fam.
Jake was a beast.
Nah, his rebounding, again, big shoulders, big wide shoulders. Yeah.
He was a beast.
Yeah,
Jake said besides you, he set the best screen.
Not besides me.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
No, your screens, like, you got the park screens. Like, you going to hit somebody, hit him. Jake is just like
sturdy, solid.
I'm like, what? There's no way.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not getting around it. You're not getting through it. Yeah, just go under or switch.
And then he gonna turn and walk you down.
Straight down.
Yeah, nah. He was a problem.
Jake is a beast.
I wish that I was here in those middle years. Like I said, I was here for about 6-7 years. Left for 15. Came back 8 years ago. But I would have liked to battle him like when I still was. You know
he was a beast, bro.
I know. But that's the type of stuff I love.
I still got Jake one of his NBA jerseys, by the way. His
Yeah.
Atlanta Hawks jersey. He gave me his Atlanta Hawks jersey. I
That's
still
fire.
have it. Jake, I still got that jersey, bro.
That's dope. Since we naming names, let's name some names, man. Who are some of the people that you faced? And I don't need no top 5. Just some of the people that you faced, have been teammates with, that you just felt like were phenomenal talents in the game of basketball.
Ah, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow. It's been a lot, bro. I mean, like, KSAP was one for sure. Cal's, Dev, I think Kareem Rush.
I remember Kareem.
Kareem Rush was tough. TJ Thompson was tough. Tiki's, the Taylor Battles, the Cheeks, Willie Deans, all them guys, man.
Yeah, I remember Dean. I remember Willie Dean.
I mean, all 518 is a place where you ain't really gotta travel to play some top tier talent.
So
we got a lot of talent, man, and had talent.
So as much as I talk to my man in Queens all the time. I talked to him today on the phone, and he always be like, we gotta bring. I'm gonna bring the 150 Park. That's where we from. We from 150th Street Park. I'm gonna bring the 150 Park dudes up there to Albany. I'm like, nah, fam. I love my park. Shout out to my park, but because we live in a bigger area, there's no one park that has enough. Like, no one park got enough to compete with what Albany could put on the floor, because this is like we have to get maybe my guards, so me, Tone, Los, Chris, but then we gotta go get B Gunner, Dot from that park. Then we gotta come over here and get, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta get people from different parks just to compete with not even the 518. Just to compete with shows up to Washington Park on a summer day. The U, the Try, Jump Shot Scott, Shy Money, Marky, like, just to compete with that. Like, we don't have that. We don't have a park of guys that play college ball, play pro ball, we don't have that. Like, we got
New York City is spaced out. Like you said, it's bigger. So you got like 2 guys at this park, got a guy over there that's nice, you got one over this park that's nice.
We don't have enough in our park to compete with Washington Park.
Yeah, we small,
and that's just being honest. And that's not saying no guys can come and play and get in there and get it running. But to think you're going to come up here with a 4 or 5 that is going to, you're not doing that out of no one park.
No.
Like, that's just me being honest.
I mean, 518 is tough, bro.
Nah,
I played a lot of places, bro.
Nah, it's tough.
518 is tough.
No, it's definitely tough.
It's tough, boy. Like, just think about, like, some of the, like, Tiki, #1 freshman in the country. Taylor Battle, Penn State all-time leading scorer. Cheeks, Xavier. Lionel, Xavier, NBA. Dev D's. You know what I'm saying? It's from Willie Dean, leading scorer of the Big Ten. Ray, UMass. Jakey was Texas all-time leading rebounder. So, and just here, we small.
Yeah.
So,
but, nah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
That's just going back. That ain't even coming forward.
Coming forward is still crazy. Like, you look at
the trials and the juniors and like Jamel Hood Jr.'s
Yep.
and the Andre Jacksons, those
Facts.
guys. I ain't even met Teron Bowie, Bugs.
Wrong. Facts.
I ain't mentioned none of them guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's 518 got some ballers, boy. Like you can go down the list, man.
I interviewed Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I talked to Pop. You know what I mean? Talked to him about his days in McGinn.
They
and
had a
that
good.
team.
They had a good team.
Yeah.
They had a
I thought
good
about
team.
when you said Brown Rock because that was one of the guys that was on that team with them.
Brown was tough.
Yeah. So,
I feel like one of them crazy questions is coming.
Big
man.
G Classic year 2, man.
Oh man, that was fun. That was fun. That was my going out party.
Yeah, man. You gonna announce that it's over. You know what I mean?
That was my going out party, man.
Now, you listen. What a hell of a party. What a hell
Appreciate
of a party,
it.
man.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
Hell of a party.
I had to, you know, I wanted to win, but I had to make sure, like, let people know, like, I can still play. This is just a choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I said, I play pickup and all of that, but tourneys,
Leagues, all of
yeah,
that's over.
leagues is like up in the air,
But
but
Tony's is over.
yeah.
Let's the bag and play. But, you know.
For that money, anything's possible.
So what's next for Pooh Man? What's next for Lloyd Johnson, man?
Man, I'm just working, man, in the school. Homeschool coordinator in Albany District. About to start doing the youth stuff again with the training. You know, I was doing that early on, man. 20, 21 years old, doing that with her. So
yeah.
started back
Get
up,
back into
man.
that.
Yeah, get back into it. Get in the flow of things. Get back into, you know, training and coaching.
I was about to say.
Yeah, get back into it.
Getting back at that first seat,
Yeah,
coaching.
man, I'm
some
getting
coaching.
older, man. You gotta make a transition, man.
Heard you.
You know,
So you heard him, right? Any coaching jobs open up, you know what I mean? Right situation.
that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Get one of the best players that this town, this region has ever seen, man.
With
In his
experience.
mind, with the experience,
With
coaching
experience.
experience,
State
second
title.
seed, state chip, yeah, that type thing,
Yeah.
man. Yo, I look forward to seeing what else you guys store, man. You
Appreciate-
never cease to
appreciate you,
amaze me,
man.
man. Yo, I appreciate you, man.
Man,
Yo,
out here at the
thank
beach,
you for pulling
at
up,
the bar,
man.
man, with Beast.
Yo, this has been
This
another
is fire.
episode at the bar with Beats. Yo, shout out to my man Marky with the coaching gig. Go see him for his coaching events, man.